without further ado, I would like to start with the first startup, our wonderful friend from Stock Estate.
Okay, it's working. Perfect. Okay, thank you, Alexia. Investing is hard. Real estate investing is even harder. It's time-consuming, it requires high upfront capital and expertise. Well, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. I'm Alex, CTO and co-founder of Stock Estate, and we have cracked the code with 26 funded campaigns and 0 defaults. Our mission, to become Central and Eastern Europe's most trusted real estate investment platform. Real estate developers face a huge financing gap across Europe. On the one hand, banks are slow, bureaucratic, and risk-averse. Meanwhile, investors are seeking higher yields than the 2 to 3% offered by bank deposits, but they lack access to vetted and asset-backed opportunities. We solve both sides of this equation. We are the first company in Romania to receive a real estate crowdfunding license from the Financial Authority back in 2023. We focus on debt-based lending with 150% collateral guarantee on every project. This lowers the risk of our investments, while at the same time offering yields up to 20% per year. And it couldn't be easier for you, our investor. Once you register and complete the onboarding process, you can add funds into your account, you select the project that you want to invest in, you invest and start earning monthly interest. Since we launched 18 months ago, we have facilitated real estate investments totaling 1.5 million euros, and again, with 0 defaults. We have a strong community of 2,800 investors that are earning average net returns in excess of 14% per year. The market is massive. If we look at Europe, we see a total available market of 12.5 billion. Just Central and Eastern Europe is 5 billion in alternative financing. And if we look just at Romania and its immediate neighbors, we see a $1 billion opportunity. So taking our 1.5 million, we have only achieved a meager 0.15% market penetration. So the room for growth is tremendous. We're charging a 4% fundraising fee from the borrowers and a 10% performance fee from investor gains. By the end of the year, we will be launching our secondary market, and we will be adding a 3% transaction fee. And we also have other features coming up that will add further revenue streams. We are on track to doubling our volume each year. This means that by the end of next year, we will have reached the 7 million funded mark. We also have a very ambitious product roadmap next year, adding auto investment and equity crowdfunding. We dominate with 3 key pillars. First of all, our license, the fact that we have a 1-year head start compared to our competitors on the market. Our stellar returns, the best on the market, over 14% net, and the fact that we own our tech stack compared to our competitors who are using white labels. And if we look at traditional banks, we have 7 times the returns of deposits in euros. We're 10 times faster in assessing borrowers, and all this with complete transparency. Execution is everything in fintech, and the thing that I'm most proud of is the amazing team that we've built with a complete set of skills to deliver on our mission. Right now, we're at an inflection point. We have proven that the model works. We have landed partnerships with two of the largest real estate agencies in Bucharest, and we are seeking additional partners that can help us scale outside of our home country. Thank you for listening, and I'm eager to hear the questions from the jury.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Two quick questions. I've seen the data about your traction regarding the users, but if you have anything compared to the revenue. And the other one is what causes your higher returns compared to the competitors?
Sure. Actually, I have some numbers prepared here. Can you repeat your first question? I heard traction in users, but I didn't hear it fully.
Yes, but if it might be just my fault, but I haven't seen anything regarding the revenue or the users.
Yeah, so right now we're at around 10 to 12K a month revenue. Our volume is exceeding 200K a month in transactions. And if we take around 5% of that, we arrive at the figure of 10 to 12K. These are like specific numbers, the number of investors and so on, the average investment. And the higher returns you were asking, and that's most of it is the fact that we are operating in Romania, which is a more fruitful country for real estate developers to develop. They make more money, we make more money, you make more money.
Yeah, I would like to ask how do you solve the chicken egg problem in your marketplace? How do you convert the users into like investors, and how do you engaging them? Secure that they are active for the long term.
Yeah, that's a fantastic question, because in Romania they've been birthed so many times by different schemes and stuff like that. And that's our biggest challenge, to get users and to gain their trust. And that's a slow process, but we're seeing the first breakthroughs. We're seeing our revenue slowly growing organically. Obviously, we have our digital marketing. We participate at events. We have also worked with influencers. We essentially iterate and try all the channels that we can find that work well in acquiring users. But the main thing is you pay back the investments, and then they will come back and invest more, and they will also bring some friends. So that's the inflection point that we're seeing right now. We have the first campaigns ending, reimbursing all the money and the principal back to our investors, and now they have all this money back in the platform. They can choose to take it back or to reinvest it. So that's how it will start rolling and will start growing.
And maybe follow-up question. Was your strategy in increasing your LTV and decreasing the CAC, to have more scalable model?
Yeah, we've actually been seeing this decreasing. So the cost of acquisition has been very high in the beginning. We tried aggressively promoting ourselves online on different channels, and it was really expensive, especially to get onboarded and especially to get people to actually invest. So the best channel is organic, like people who have invested, they bring other people. And we've seen it decrease naturally. We see more people finding us. We actually, someone told us the other day that ChatGPT recommended our platform when he was researching an investment strategy. So ChatGPT said, have you heard of stock estate, and these are the benefits and these are the downsides and so on. So yeah, organic seems to be the way to go. And influencer marketing we've seen to work really well, especially to grow our user base in a short period of time.
Maybe a question regarding competitors. Which competitors do you see in Europe? And maybe another question to the chicken egg problem, which Michal is mentioning. I mean, what about the number of properties which you already have in the platform and number of people? Yeah? You have a lot of properties and less people and other around. So
yeah.
How do you want to solve it?
Yeah, so like I said, we have partnerships with two of the large real estate agencies in Bucharest. So they help us with bringing projects on the platform and with the whole vetting process and everything. So that's one side. Let's say that's the chicken. And the egg I've just talked about. And here's a comparison with a couple of the biggest competitors in Europe. There are a lot of them in the Nordics and in the West. All of them are white labels, and all of them have lower returns than we do. So that's where we see. But even if we don't see any differentiator, it's like the top 10 banks are still making a lot of money. This is a new market. It's growing at 50% a year. So it's space for multiple companies. It's not like we have to be the single one and be better than everyone else. But to be honest, serving this Central and Eastern Europe, I think it's better to put your money here than to make like 7% in Italy.
When did you launch, and what was the total investment until now?
Yeah, so we launched at the beginning of 2024, beginning of last year, and in total 1.5 million so far.
Do you have credit? Do you have a loan from a bank or maybe more?
We have raised a 100K at a $2 million, at 2 million euros valuation. We haven't used all of it yet. We still have a lot to spend. At the moment, we are break even, so we cover all our expenses and everything. So that's why I'm saying now is the inflection point where we hope to see exponential growth. Thank you. Okay.